The year 2018 saw the unveiling of a proposal for an Arctic railway by Norway and Finland. The construction of a railway inside the Arctic Circle required an investment of $3.69 billion from both nations. In addition, Norway and Finland intended, in conjunction with a number of other European nations, to make an investment in this initiative. In addition, the endpoint of the train line will be located in China. It is generally agreed upon that the entire value of the finished railway project might reach as high as 16 billion United States dollars. When it is finally finished being constructed in the far future, it will emerge as a significant new center on the Eurasian continent. As a consequence of this fact, the nations of Europe refer to this railway as the Arctic Corridor. This is a channel about actual projects that people are working on. If you are willing to help me out, you may subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Discovering new and fascinating initiatives is something we should do together. Based on the information that is currently available to the public, I was able to determine that the Arctic Railway is a segment of double-tracked railroad that extends for 526 kilometers. The total cost of construction is $3.69 billion, of which Finland is responsible for paying 2/3 of the cost, while Norway is responsible for paying the remaining 1/3 of the cost. In addition, the Arctic Railway not only connects the Southern Finnish railway network and the undersea tunnel from Helsinki to Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, but it also connects the Arctic Ocean with the continent of Europe. The tunnel runs from Helsinki to Tallinn. To realize its potential as the Arctic Silk Road, the northeast route of the Arctic Ocean should be able to effectively link with Northeast Asia. There is not a single nation on the face of the planet that has been successful in constructing a railway inside the Arctic Circle. As a result, we have a lot of questions. Why are European nations working to construct a railway over the Arctic Circle to reach China? At the moment, China is the country that sends the most tourists abroad more than any other. The tourism industry in every nation around the world is reaping the benefits of the massive influx of people brought about by the fact that more than 100 million people travel outside of their home country each year. As an example, in 2019, a total of 169 million individuals hailing from China emigrated from the nation. Among them, 2.2 million people traveled to France, which resulted in a revenue increase for the French tourism industry of $4 billion. With such astounding data, he estimates that he can bring nearly $200 billion in revenue to Europe from China if 100 million people from China travel there. The countries of Europe are understandably very excited about this development. However, it is a great shame that there are only 3 railways that run from China to Europe whenever it is tourist season in Europe. It is not easy to get tickets for these 3 different railroads. For instance, in general, advance tickets for trains can be purchased 15 days in advance. However, during the height of the tourist season on the Hungary-Serbia Railway, advance tickets for trains can be purchased 60 days in advance, and they are gone in an instant once they are all purchased. In addition, the Arctic Railway has the potential to bring massive amounts of trade to the countries of Europe. For instance, the total import and export volume of China Railway Express to the 24 countries connected to it will be $700 billion in the first half of 2022, representing a year increase of 7.3. In addition to its role in commerce, China Railway Express has emerged as a crucial component of the European economy. As of June 2022, within the context of the ongoing fight against the epidemic on a global scale, the China-Europe Railway Express had successfully delivered a total of 14.17 million individual pieces of anti-epidemic material, which came to a combined total of 109,000 tons, thereby preventing the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives in Europe. Second, the Inflation Reduction Act, which was signed by the United States of America, will be officially launched in January of 2023, which means that the trade war between the United States of America and Europe will officially begin under these circumstances. If European nations want to stop the United States from enacting trade protection rules, their only option is to make a complaint to the World Trade Organization. What to? After the resistance of European countries began to wane, the United States, by means of its trade subsidy policies, created a massive siphon effect that drained the manufacturing industries of European countries. Because of this, every new energy company that was founded in a country in Europe has relocated to the United States. As of October 2022, the manufacturing sector in European countries had contracted by 2, and these countries are going to have to contend with even more challenging circumstances in the years to come. The simultaneous increase in the interest rate that the Federal Reserve has placed on the US dollar has had the effect of exacerbating the devaluation of the euro, which has dealt a significant blow to European nations that are dependent on international trade for their means of subsistence. Even more unsettling is the fact that the obligations of the United States Military Alliance Treaty also place restrictions on the economies of European countries. This is done in order to meet the NATO military spending target of 2, gross domestic product. In light of these developments, an increasing number of European nations have expressed an interest in participating in China's Belt and Road Initiative by way of the Arctic Railway. However, they do not wish to give up working with the United States. This strategy is analogous to including an additional layer of insurance protection. What advantages does China hope to derive from the growing participation of European nations in its Belt and Road Initiative? Residents of China may see increases in their incomes, employment opportunities, and overall quality of life as a result of the Belt and Road Initiative and the participation of European countries in the initiative. For instance, we could increase the scale of the tourism industry and jointly establish international boutique tourist routes that are reminiscent of the Silk Road. This would be possible in the industry of tourism. In terms of commerce, international transportation that is both convenient and fast has the potential to propel the growth of a local economy. Second, individuals do not need to leave their homes in order to partake in international e-commerce and purchase rare items. The fact that China's financial business has increased its international participation and discourse power is the single most important factor in ensuring the continued and sustainable growth of China's economy. This has resulted in an increased amount of space and room for maneuvering. We appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If you think the video might be something you'd be interested in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In the future, let's collaborate on some more exciting projects to investigate together.